from Bungoma, Gongwa, Monbasa, Mvita. Today's topic is about an admiral to be admired. An admiral to be admired. Who is an admiral? An admiral is a person commanding a battleship. And there is an admiral who, after fighting many wars with a superpower of the East that time, the superpower was Japan, he decided to design a type of ship that was different. He was a Korean admiral known as Yi Sun-sin. Yi Sun-sin designed a ship that looked like a turtle. He used the redwood from Korea because it could not easily catch fire, and it was not easy for cannonballs or bullets to penetrate. And he made it ironclad. He made sure that the top was covered with knives and spikes at the back of the ship. There are so many places for shooting, and he made the front look like the head of a dragon. His design had a purpose. He is amongst the first people to use gunpowder in warfare. These ships were called Geobuxion or turtle ship. Geobuxion or turtle ship. The design was so ahead of the time that it was difficult for an enemy to penetrate. It had surprises for the enemy. They would produce smoke so that you could not be able to see the ship. Smoke screen. In the midst of fighting, they would release sulfur to make you choke and make your eyes not see properly as they shoot at you. And if your ship came closer, they would throw a hook, and the dragon had a place where they had a fire. They were the first people to use proper fire throwers in battlefield. Then somebody would blow that sulfur and whatever, and it would get onto your ship and set it on fire. They had gunpowder put in bamboos. And when your ship came near, they would light the bamboos, and the bamboos would hit your ship like missiles. So, Yi Sun-sin came up with a design. It was a different design. He made Korea proud. Korea fought with Japan naval war 23 during Yi Sun-sin's time, and they lost all of them. They lost all of them. And they were the superpower, super naval power of the time in the East. His soldiers did not have to worry because it was very difficult to penetrate the ship. You could not jump on top of the ship because there were spikes and sharp knives. If you jumped on top, you will be cut by the knives, you will be pricked by in fact, pinned by the spikes. And so, he led the war. And the Japanese admired him. The greatest battlefield was the Battle of Imjin. In the Battle of Imjin, the Japanese decided to use their naval might. They sent 300 naval ships, knowing that Korea had very few ships to counter. But Ye Sun Sin released 24 battleships. And within a short time, over 31 Japanese ships had been sunk and the rest were fleeing. 24 against 300. It was the greatest naval feat of that time. It gave Korea respect. The Japanese learned to respect Korea. By then, Korea was not north and south. It was one Korea. It was the greatest naval battle. What does this teach us? It teaches us that ingenuity, it doesn't matter where it comes from, can be a game changer. The Japanese were the greatest naval force in the East. They had beaten most of the countries, including China, the naval wars. But this time they got their match because one person used his ingenuity in the way he knew the battlefield. And he was able to amalgamate many things in one ship and be able to diversify the attack tactics and arsenals. Yes, ingenuity can be a game changer. They made a good statue of him in Korea. He's a hero to the Koreans, but he's also a hero to the world. It does not mean that when people have advanced, you will always be an underdog. You can start from behind and be able to catch up and sometimes even excel. Just like Ye Sun did. The Koreans look at this man with a lot of admiration. I also look at that man with a lot of admiration. And his teaching should be something for us to admire. It shows us that no wonder how low you are, with ingenuity, you can be able to climb the ladder. And yes, swing up with the champions. Ingenuity is a game changer. In whatever you do not despair. It doesn't matter how far others have advanced. Develop what you've done. You may be surprised. It may reach a place where it will become a game changer. Just like the turtle ship or the Buxion did during the Korea-Japanese War. That is my take for now.